Let's go. What's up? We are headed to another Amazon meetup in LA. It's kind of funny, last vlog was also a meetup. They don't have it for a while and then they all happen right in a row. So that's where we're headed. If you don't want to miss it, I usually post about them in the Facebook group, so make sure you join that if you're not in there, or on my Instagram. I'm always kind of posting on it. Usually I'm not organized enough to actually mention it in the previous video. So make sure you follow along on those places if you actually want to come to one of the meetups. Also guys, I'm going to try something new I've never done before. I'm doing a little giveaway for a call with me. It's going to be a 20-minute call. That's a $100 value based on my 300 an hour consultation calls. You can use it for whatever you want, whether you want to ask as many Amazon questions as humanly possible or just have a fun chat. All you have to do to win is comment on this video just saying something about that so I know that you're entering, and I'll be picking one and then announcing who won in the next video. So you can claim it. So might do this every video. Got the idea from Sam or Brax because he does it, seems to work. So trying that out. Maybe it'll be on every video. We'll see, but it's definitely happening on this video. So drop a comment if you want to win that, and I'm excited to talk to one of you. Oh! Oh! Anyways, first, time to eat. We're eating. Oh yeah, one thing I definitely want to mention is I just hit 1 year on YouTube. That is really amazing, just how far everything has come in that relatively short period of time. As I've said so many times, and I'll continue to say, I just appreciate all of you so much, and just this community that we built together on YouTube, on the Facebook group, everywhere, just the interactions that I have with you guys in Instagram DMs or in person at meetups. It's just crazy that this is all happening in just a year. So just want to say a little thank you to you guys, and I do this for you guys, you know? So like, I always just want to be putting out content that you guys want, so never feel like this is only a one-way conversation, you know? Always let me know like what you want to see, because that is most likely what I'll make, because I want this to be value for the person on the other end of the camera. All right, we're here. Let's check it out. That's how you know it's us. Mm-hmm. Look for the green bottle.
They are without you guys, so I appreciate every one of you guys that are here.
Botanical-based skincare company. We're based in California actually, so I'm here quite frequently. So I'd love to connect with all of you guys who are based out of here. Would love to talk to you more about what you guys are trying to accomplish and kind of see where you are at. I started selling on Amazon about a year and a half ago, which was super exciting for me. It was kind of this new thing, and a lot of people that I knew were doing dropshipping, but I wanted to kind of build my own brand. And that's where I kind of came across Amazon as a vehicle to do all of that. So what other people say about you when you're not in the room. So what is it that you're doing with your brand that's allowing people to have conversations about packaging? So packaging is super important. That's why I'm here to talk about it today. And we all know that packaging is basically the forefront of your brand. Considering that we're all e-commerce, no one can actually physically touch your product. So that's where renders come into play. And I'm going to teach you guys some of the key things that we look for to make sure that your renders are on its A game. You want to consider almost a third of all purchasing decisions are actually based on packaging. And in conjunction, 66% of all consumers also say that they tried a new product because of packaging. That makes a difference. And then also look at high quality renders. We use Upwork in order to get quality renders. I do have a fantastic woman that does our renders for us. So if you want her contact, feel free to come up to me and I'm happy to give that to you. Well, it's even more competitive. There's only 17 spaces, but it's exact same product as you or something similar, right? And it all comes down to how you're able to make your product stand out from the rest. Like something long term. You're treating it like a corporation, like an actual business. So it took us 6 months to come up with all the packaging, the branding, getting the products that we want to sell, and everything else, all the administrative stuff that we had to do, set that up. It took us 6 months before we actually sold our first product on Amazon. And then obviously there's that waiting period of getting accepted into specific categories.
I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. Thank you to Matt Otto for inviting me, by the way. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background on me. I've been an e-commerce entrepreneur for over 10 years. I opened up my first Amazon store in 2010. Okay, so begin with the end in mind. Why are we doing anything that we're doing right now? What's the purpose? Grinding every day. It's never enough. That was only half the story. I realized that I wasn't even beginning with the end in mind myself. So I had a wake-up call a few years ago. My operations manager pulled me aside and said, "Hey James, why are we doing this? What's the end game?" And the wake-up call was in the realization that I didn't have a straight answer for her. And so I realized that I was in the rat race, which is the worst place to be in. Okay, so I'd like to say that I normally root most of my philosophy with everything that I do into two things. And one of them is freedom from worry, and number two is time. And to me, that equals true luxury. Okay, so let's find a little bit of perspective. So have you guys ever heard of the FU number? Have you guys been asked what the FU number is? Anyone have a number out there? Is that lifestyle design is largely rooted in doing things because we have to, or because we want to, not because we have to, and especially not because we're seeking approval. The worst thing you want to do is hear one of your colleagues or peers say, "Hey, I just launched 3 new products. Hey, I just made another $5,000 this week," and feel the pressure or that FOMO to perform. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to do things because you want to do things. Okay, so not all opportunities are created equal. I think this is especially important in this talk. I think a lot of you guys are just getting started. Many of you guys are maybe using a tool called Jungle Scout. And Jungle Scout's a really good tool. It's really great to get started. And it allows you to evaluate things like your competition, sales velocity, revenue numbers per month. You can use other tools to figure out what your trends are. But that's really not everything. There's actually one thing that we often overlook. So I wanted to introduce to you guys what I like to refer to as cognitive load. And cognitive load is a total amount of mental effort being used in the working memory. So this is the level of stress, this is the level of difficulty, this is the pain that you feel when doing anything. That's cognitive load. Right? So not all opportunities are created equal. If you have an opportunity to make $100,000 and another opportunity to make $100,000 in the same 10 hours a week, but you're going through hell in one way, then they're not all created equal. So the problem that we see is because cognitive load is so hard to quantify, we tend to undervalue it. And pain tolerance is very different for everyone. But if we can't quantify or even attempt to assign value to it, we're often going to overlook it. We create a lifestyle where you're not stressed out, you're not feeling pain, you're doing things because you want to, not because you have to. Right? It's not enough just to think 1 or 2 steps ahead. Right? This is not a race. Don't ever feel any pressure if you hear your friends saying that they just launched 3 or 4 products. This is not a race. This is a game of chess. So in conclusion, I thought this was a really great quote to end with by an author and entrepreneur, Ryan Holiday. Time is our most irreplaceable asset, and we treat it as the most renewable of all resources. So again, begin with the end in mind. Thank you. You're on the vlog.
How's it going, man? Great event.
Yeah, what's up?
You're on the vlog, dude.
Yeah.
You're on it.
You're on it too.
Actually, I had a question. So, like I have my main brand name on Amazon. I wonder,
Right.
how can I make like sub-brands? Like, I want to start another brand.
Yeah, so like the multiple brands on one account.
Exactly. Yeah.
So all you have to do is like, you can have a broad name as your storefront name, and then all you have to do is literally just create listings on your brands, and then you're gonna have those brands under the same account. So say your account is just like, you know, XYZ distribution sales, whatever account, then you
under
just,
my profile. That's
your storefront.
Yes.
And now let's say your first brand is what, like cool lamps.
And where do you do that?
You create the listing. So you just go create a listing, a new listing, and you type in the brand name. You just create it out of thin air, basically. So at that point, Amazon doesn't, you're not like going into Amazon and creating a brand, you're just creating a listing under a brand that so far didn't exist. And you're like now claiming that name. Obviously make sure it's, you know, trademark free, like nobody else is using it, all that type of stuff, obviously. But then that's it. Like, it's that simple, and now you have that brand, and now if you want to do a second one, you just go create another listing under that brand. That's the seed for it.
That makes sense. But then I was curious because I was like, why are they asking me what my brand name is? Like, obviously they do it. So you write it in.
You literally write it in, and it doesn't have to match your storefront name. It doesn't have to match. So if you're starting with just one, I would match it though. I just think that looks nice, like to have, you know, cool lamps or whatever, and your storefront is cool lamps, and your first brand is cool lamps. I think that looks good. But once you have a second brand, then now you should change your storefront name, unless you go with separate accounts, which has its own ups and downs. But yeah, I mean, you can just have, at that point you would change your storefront name and just start the second brand, and that's all it is to actually create it, and then eventually you can like do brand registry and all that to sort of like really lock it down with Amazon. But you don't have to do anything. It's just create it.
Yeah, that's super simple. Yeah. I didn't know that. No, I'm launching it in 2 days. But like just that launch stuff, and even things that I did wrong in my listing that I'm now changing, like, and I'm still only a quarter way through. Like I said, the first half I already knew, and like that was all stuff that I've already done. I was more than halfway through, you know, this course when I already, you know, got a lot of value out of it.
No, I already know your course is legit.
Yeah.
Because you're legit. They're so scared to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't start, and then they just procrastinate. You buy your course, and then they don't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like the sad truth is there's always going to be people that like won't do the thing. You know, you got to first learn the steps, but then you got to actually be the person that takes some of those steps. You know?
Yeah.
And like that, I think that is just like a sad truth of it. Is a lot of people just learn forever, but I also think like it's where you have to start, is just with learning, you know? But yeah, I agree with you. Like, those people just need to give it a shot and be okay with risk. Like, be okay with potential
losing their own
money. That's the best place. I've said that like from the beginning. Is like the best place to be at is a position where you could lose your money and be okay. Like, to have some money to play with, to be able to risk. That's the safest place to be able to start a business.
When you win, it's like even more. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, shit. This shit like actually works.
Yeah, it actually works. It actually works. It's amazing when you actually see it and you get that first sale. And
when I had that first sale, it was just like,
yeah, like, this shit is real. It's not just on the internet. All right, another awesome meetup in the books. That's gonna do it for this video. Definitely make sure you're in the Facebook group and following me on Instagram so you don't miss the next meetup. Check out all the links in the description. There's all kinds of stuff down there. I won't list it all. Hit the like, hit the bell, so you really get notified when I post so you don't miss it. Anyways, really appreciate you guys on the whole 1 year on YouTube thing. Just so grateful. So thank you. See you in the next video.